Are we going to see sweeps and not just one, but both conference finals this year? Crazy. Hi, everybody. This is Undisputed. Thanks so much for joining us on this Monday. I'm Jen Hale. That is Skip Bayless, who I am betting could not wait for today's show, and Shannon Sharp, who I'm so glad actually came.
Oh, I was coming.
Huh. You know, we experienced a flood of Diet Mountain Dew this weekend. It came from Bel Air all the way down the hill into the flats, and our roof was leaking Diet Mountain Dew. I couldn't believe it.
That's ridiculous.
Wait,
That's ridiculous.
You gave me, you gave me the Heat in 9 on Friday night, and then you said we'd come in here on Monday, and Boston would be up 2-1, and it's not 2-1.
It's 0-3.
Okay.
Well, it's over. Everything,
You think it's over already?
Everything about to be over today and tomorrow.
Really?
It's all
You're
about,
done?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not quite
I'm
done.
not done. We're not done, but they are
They're
done.
done. Okay.
Ooh, is that a white flag of surrender? I don't believe it.
Yeah. I don't want to take any more punishment.
All right, let's jump in, guys. Let's get your opinion on how this all unfolded this weekend. The Miami Heat, blazing hot. They blew out the Celtics in Game 3 last night, 128-102. Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown combined for 26 points for the Celtics in the loss. Shannon, what's the biggest reason your Celtics are now down 0-3?
Skip, at some point in time, we just have to come to the realization and say it's not what the one team isn't doing, it's what the other team is doing.
All right.
Maybe the Heat are just better. I believe they are. Do I believe they're 30 points better? No, I don't. But, Skip, you can't – this is not – in football, Skip, you can say what happened to a team when they lose to a team that's a lesser tier. But it's hard for a team that's not better than another team to continuously beat said team. It's not like they are a walk-off or a buzzer beater. Skip, they're beating them. The Celtics in games 1 and 2 had double-digit leads. The Heat walk them down, and at one point, they have a double-digit lead. They end up winning both of those games. Yesterday was a complete demolition. It wasn't even close. And when you get Skip, Caleb Martin, Gabe Vincent, Duncan Robinson, they scored 69. They shot 25 of 36.
Yep.
You get 3 role players going 25 of 36. How the hell you think you're going to beat them? Gabe Vincent outscored Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum all by himself. Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum has been no-shows in this series. And it's easy to blame a first-year coach, Skip, but nobody blamed Joe Mazzulla when they went to Milwaukee and beat them by 40. No one blamed Joe Mazzulla when they had the number 2 seed. Now, all of a sudden, Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, your 2 big horses aren't running. Now it's Joe Mazzulla's fault. Oh, Jaylen Brown, he's biting his tongue. Well, he biting the rim, too, because he clanking. He and, what were they yesterday? 1 for 14 on threes. Skip, did you know they're shooting a combined 7 of 40 on three-point shots?
I do.
They have a combined 21 turnovers. I mean, 21 assists.
Yeah.
23 turnovers.
That's
how you going to win when your 2 best players are playing like trash? It is what it is now, Skip. It's not what the Celtics aren't doing. The Heat are just playing better. They're just better. And it's easy to see, Skip, when you play a series, 4 out of 7, 3 out of 5, you're not going to get the fluky win, the buzzer beater shot.
Yep.
Not 3 times. Skip, if you got a 13-point lead, the team chase you down, you're like, okay, we make a few corrections, we'll be okay.
Yep.
You get another 13-point lead, they chase you down.
Yep.
You're like, well, this is that. Now you go to their place, they have a 33-point lead. What are you going to say now? Well, we didn't, I don't know, the coach said he didn't have us ready to play. They broke your spirit to compete. You were ready to play, but you come out turning the ball over, and then they broke your will because they made shot after shot. You let a team shoot 57% from the floor and 54% from the 3, you lose it. Skip, I've never seen this in my life.
Yep.
Miami Heat had 1 offensive rebound. The Boston Celtics had 21 offensive rebounds. Let me get it right.
Yeah, look at your total rebound.
It tied the largest offensive rebound differential, plus 20, in a playoff loss in NBA history. That's all you need to know.
Okay, 57 rebounds for the losing team, 35 rebounds for the winning team at home when Pat Riley is famed for saying no rebounds, no rings. Go ahead.
But here's the thing, though, Skip. Miami Heat can't get no rebound because they shots coming going in the rim. They going in the basket. See, Boston getting all the rebounds because they clanking.
Okay, and then what do they do with the offensive
Nothing.
rebound? They
Turn it
clank
over.
again. No, they clank again. They just keep clanking. Okay, I'm going to amplify your point, and then you can go on. I just added this up. Would you believe for the game, the Boston Celtics missed 59 shots? It's a lot of shots to miss. Would you believe for the game, Miami only missed 35 shots?
Yes.
So it's 59 misses to 35 misses, which completely cancels out the rebounding avalanche that was won by the visiting team.
57 to 34, 57 to 35. So you lost. You won the rebound margin by 22, and you lost the game by 102.
Yep.
So that tells you everything, Skip. At this point now, it's not about what Boston isn't doing. Miami just better.
Okay. Allow me to say that I have first guessed this all year long because I kept telling you again and again and again, something is missing in this team all year long. When they lost 2 home games to Orlando and lost to Orlando 3 times, I said, gee, that doesn't feel right. They lost 3 to Cleveland, not a shame. 3 to the Knicks, not shameful, but they also lost at Washington, they lost at Houston, and they would be more hits than misses.
Correct.
But still, in the big picture, I kept saying, this doesn't feel like last year. I first guessed they're going to lose something when you change head coaches on the fly to the guy who established a new culture there, and Ime Udoka is now down in Houston.
Yep.
But you have a rookie first-year head coach. And it hasn't ever seemed the same. And I'm with you. You can't condemn him and put all the blame, heap all the blame on him. I'll get to him in just a second. But it's felt different with him all year long. From jump, it felt different.
Okay.
Is that his fault? Well, he got thrust into a situation where, gee, they were in the finals last year and they lost in 6 games to Golden State. And everybody said, well, maybe Golden State was just a little better. But Boston felt like it was on the verge.
Right.
And I kept saying, show me verge. I'm not sure about this. You like Milwaukee, you like Boston, Milwaukee. Everybody did. Everybody liked Milwaukee and Boston. We're talking about the 8 seed here. We're talking about a team that barely kept its head above 500 all year and lost its first play-in game at home to Atlanta. It lost to Atlanta. It was within 3 minutes against the Chicago Bulls of getting eliminated. Now what? Well, what has happened is
they caught fire.
Yeah, they caught incredible fire. And yet, to your point, the 2 best players on the floor are what you call the law firm. And the law firm should get sued for fraud. Because they are fraudulent right now because they stink every game, but especially last night. Shannon, this is it. This is your basic. This is a win or else, and it's not quite over because there's another game, and would it shock me if Boston won the 4th game? It wouldn't shock me, but I'll get to that in a moment. But my point is that this was the game that if you win it, you kind of get back on track and you start to feel like, okay, maybe we can rinse and repeat, and we could go home 2-2, and maybe we got something going here. Instead, I loved what our man Kenny Smith said last night late on Inside the NBA. He said that in all of his years of watching game 3s when you're down 0-2, they played game 3 like it was a game 4 where you're just defeated, where you just quit, where you feel like you're overmatched. And so many times the team gets swept because it's demoralized and it's crushed and it's psychologically obliterated to the point that you just throw up your hands and say, they're just too good. Well, that looked like what happened last night. Because
and you can understand, Skip, they rated 3. Gabe Vincent is taking James Harden sidestep, step back 3. Caleb Martin. Skip, what am I supposed to do with that?
Okay, so in the second quarter, it felt like the home team was starting to cool off, and at least they cut it back to 15. And I immediately tweeted at halftime, now we find out what these Boston Celtics are made of. Because this is the time in the third quarter, Shannon, where you scratch and claw with all your might. Whatever breath you got left in your lungs, you heave it because this is it. This is a win or else. And look what happened in the third quarter. They lost 32-17. They scored 17 points in the third quarter. Guess why? Because Jaylen Brown went 0 for 3 and Jason Tatum went 0 for 4. Well, you can't.
No.
This is it. This is your chance to make your run here. And instead, obviously, they fall behind by 33 points in the third quarter of a win-or-else game.
And basically, it's over.
Okay, basically, it's over because Joe Mazzulla yanked everybody and didn't even play his stars in the fourth quarter, which I was fine with.
Right.
Okay.